All right. And then how did you get the Arizona house?
We got it in 2022. Basically, the market was really high, so it was either rent and put our money towards nothing, or buy, in a sense, is what we thought. So,
Wait, what?
unfortunately,
What do you
yeah,
mean rent and put your money towards?
When we were in Arizona, they were going to raise our rent so high in the
Okay,
apartment.
I didn't want to do this,
Yeah.
but we're going to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the numbers.
Okay.
Hold on. I need to get my game face on.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, I'm ready. How much was your rent before they tried to raise it?
when we first moved out there, it was 13, and then
Okay.
they raised it to about 18 something, and then they wanted to raise it again to about 24 or 2,500,
Okay, yeah.
23 or something like that.
Okay, fine. So you're paying 1,800 and they want to raise it to, let's say, 2,400.
Mhm.
Okay, fine. And how much is your mortgage plus HOA plus maintenance, all of it included?
We haven't had much maintenance to have to take care of, but our mortgage and HOA is about 2,700.
Okay, so let me. So the thing you were so afraid of, you're actually paying more than that
Mm-hmm.
every single month, and you haven't even included maintenance in, which is probably another $500 to $1,000 a month. Do you guys see
Yeah.
how this sounds? I just have to disabuse us all of this idea that if we rent, we're throwing money away. And sometimes even rent increases. Like, Americans hate the idea of some landlord raising rent on them. So they will literally cut their own nose off to spite their face. They'll be like, "You're going to raise my rent to 2,400? Mother you. I'll pay 27." And they don't understand because they just say equity. But if you all looked at the amortization table, you basically
Mhm.
have no equity. You know, you have
Yeah.
very little equity in the last
Yeah.
few years. And right now, you're lucky you haven't had maintenance. But once your air conditioning breaks in Arizona,
Yeah.
it's thousands of bucks. So this idea, which is so strong in America, these landlords raising our rent. Remember that old story of a scorpion going on like a turtle's back or something, and the scorpion stings the whatever that animal was, and the animal goes, "Why'd you sting me?" And the scorpion goes, "I'm a scorpion." That's what landlords do. They literally raise or drop the rent based on the market. That's what they are. So I'm not getting mad at you. This is not
No.
directed to you. This is directed towards the millions of people listening to this who think rent is throwing money away. It's not. It's simply a financial and lifestyle decision. You know, I find it fascinating how little curiosity we bring to major life decisions. You know, people will spend hours picking the perfect kid's toy or researching the perfect frying pan. But when it comes to a $400,000 house, they don't even Google anything. They just go, yep, sounds about right. No second opinion, no math. That's exactly what happened here. They bought a second house out of fear that the rent might go up. They didn't run any numbers. They didn't ask for any advice. They just did it. Now, listen, I don't care if you buy the wrong phone charger for your phone, okay? Big deal. But a house, that can literally affect your finances for decades. And ironically, in this case, the rent increase they were trying to avoid would have been less than the mortgage they ended up with. Now they're losing $2,000 a month on that rental. This is what happens when people use these simplistic terms like "I'm throwing money away on rent." But what they don't understand is you can be throwing money away on interest. You can be throwing more money away than you have, just so that you can say, "I own. I'm part of the American dream." You're going to see a pattern in how lots of people talk about major purchases. They talk about money in terms of monthly payments instead of total cost. I'm going to tell you straight up, that is not how people who are savvy with money talk about their purchases. Okay, I never talk about how much I pay per month for a major purchase. The problem with monthly payments is that you don't account for the total cost of ownership. And for a house or a car, the total cost can actually be double what the sticker price is. That's what happens when you properly factor in property taxes, insurance, maintenance, HOA fees, opportunity costs, all of it. This is just another example of making major purchases based on vibes. It works until it doesn't. And when it doesn't, you can be in big trouble. So if you're thinking about buying a house, you want some help to run your numbers, check out my free 3-step guide to buying a house at iwt.com/house.